Hello, Jerry. We are back for another school year. It is the 21-22 school year. This is our first Coffee with Coaches. We are so excited to be here with all of you guys. And we are going to be walking you through the in-service planning that we have coming up for October in-service.
Maybe we should start by introducing.
Maybe we should, because they probably recognize two of us, but maybe not two of us. So, and we have some great new staff too. So for those that don't know, I am Jenny Colty. This is my third year as a coach with the GRCSU. And before that, I was an interventionist at Wells Village School. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alina Wehoff. I know a lot of people in GRCSU already. I was a science teacher at Proctor High School for the last 10 years, and this is my first year as a coach.
Hi, I am Sandy Solero, and I am new to this SU. And I have worked previously in I'm at Proctor these days at both schools in Proctor. Before being a coach, I was working in Middlebury and also working in Rutland. I'm really happy to be here, and we've got some cool stuff coming up for you for the in-service.
And I'm Corey Smith, like Jenny, going into my third year of coaching, and was an elementary teacher at Proctor Elementary before joining Team Innovation. All right. Should we hop right into it?
We should hop right into it.
Okay. I think we probably want to start by just looking at the website and going over everything on the website, and then talking about maybe some of the other things that teachers and special educators and IAs can expect. Next Friday, a week from tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're like fully in October by then.
I know, right?
Yeah. The weather realizes it's October.
Yeah, it does. Corey, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And let's, here we go. Okay. So we have the coach's website here, which is where we've been housing all of our in-service information. And on our in-service page, you're going to notice we've added a tab for October. And if you select that, you have options to go to teachers, special educators, and this includes all of our related service providers as well, SLPs, OTs, PTs, school-based behavior interventionists. We have a tab for our para-educators, and then we have a tab for resources, which if you click on it, it's an empty page right now, but all of the recordings and things that we gather from in-service will wind up on the resources page. Usually we're pretty good about putting it up within a week of in-service. And you will notice that if you are someone that doesn't fit into those categories, we have addressed things down below. It's pretty much the same blurb that we give you every in-service. We have highlighted sessions that you are required to attend. So for example, Up for Learning is doing a presentation for every school in the SU, and all of our staff are expected to attend their session for their building. I would say that if you're in multiple buildings, because I know we have art teachers and nurses and music teachers that are across different buildings, I would say just attend the one that fits best with your schedule. And then some of our staff have been notified or will be notified that they're up for certification for CPI. So make sure that you attend your assigned session for there. So let's just go in and let's take a look at each of the pages. Again, we have highlighted for all of you different sessions that you're required to attend. Classroom teachers, special educators and service providers. You have a couple extra beyond Up for Learning and CPI. So there are going to be some time documentation sessions that are offered, and you are required to attend one of them, not all of them, just one. And then related service providers, you have a scheduled meeting with, I believe it's Kimberly. So that's been scheduled for you. And then if you scroll down, you have access to the calendar. And so it looks different than what we've normally given you, but there's just a lot going on. So this seemed like the best format to throw out to this time around. So you've got your times up top, half-hour increments, and then you have your sessions. So you're going to notice CPI right here. You have Up for Learning, and we've assigned your buildings. Everyone is attending these. Time documentation, and then all of our live sessions as well. When this goes out, I believe this is going to go out tomorrow on Friday. Make sure that you check back because this will be updated. We may have a couple extra live sessions that we're going to throw in here. So make sure that you update that. To get more information on a specific live session, if you hover over the eye or if you click on it, it's going to give you information of who is the presenter, what is the goal of the session, and it is going to give you the Meet link that you are going to use to attend that session. And then the same thing goes for our paraeducators, but I will note you have the same options that our classroom teachers, special educators do with the live sessions, but you also have additional modules down below. And this should look familiar because this is the same document that you were given for August. So you are welcome to attend any of the live sessions, complete any of the modules, or complete any of the professional development opportunities that have been gathered for you.
Oh, while we're on the website, up at the top there's that green banner that says, make sure to fill out the PD exit ticket for your certificates. If you haven't been doing that, make sure you're filling that out after every live session you attend or every module that you do so that you get your hours for recertification for attending those sessions. We're going to try and have our presenters remind you at the end of the session to fill that out, but it's right at the top of the coach's website in that green banner on any page you go to. So make sure you're doing that to get your certificates.
And that's different than the end of the day exit ticket that allows us to collect some data about your day in general, what worked well, what you would like to see in the future. So that's a really helpful thing to do as well, the exit ticket for the entire day.
Yeah, and usually I link the exit ticket on the survey or on the schedule, and I did not. So I will have to find a place to put that. And maybe what we'll do is we'll also just email it out to everybody at the end of the day to make it easy.
Sounds great.
I think the other thing I want to address is on the schedule, because it can be kind of confusing. It looks like we've given you no breaks between sessions. It looks like they're a full hour. Sessions will only run for 50 minutes. So in the morning, they're on the hour. And so it'll be 8 to 8:50, 9 to 9:50. So you've got a 10-minute break in between sessions. And then in the afternoon, they're on the half hour. So it's 12:30 to 1:20, 1:30 to 2:20, and so on. And then that gives you an extra 10 minutes. It gives you from 3:20 to 3:30, 10 minutes at the end of the day to fill out the exit ticket. And your in-service planner, if somebody wants to talk about that, I'll stop sharing my screen.
So there'll be an in-service planner that allows you to sort of map out your day and be able to see sort of where you need to be and at what time, since there's variety for the entire SU. Everyone's going to Up for Learning, but people are doing it at different times. So this will give you something that gives you that visual representation of your day. And I don't know what else is relevant to add out that. Coaches, what else is relevant?
At the end of the day, we do want everybody to turn their planners into their principals. Principals like to know what types of sessions you've been attending so that they are in tune with where their teachers are at with professional development. So please make sure that you do fill out your planner either at the beginning or throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, please submit that to your principal. They'll be linked digitally, so you can make a copy of the Google Doc and fill it out digitally to send it. Or if you would prefer, you can print it out, fill it out, and then put it in your principal's mailbox at the end of the day. That way they can see what you've been up to for the day.
Are there any sessions that we really want to highlight for people? Is there anything that like we're really excited about?
Well, of course, I'm really excited about doing workplace wellness. It's a passion of mine. But I'm also excited to see some of the other sessions that are available that I'm not running that I'd like to attend. There's Canva with Raylene. We have progress monitoring with one of our school psychologists. And I know that there's a variety of comfort levels with jump rope. And so we have jump rope being offered, both, one that's geared, I believe one is geared towards elementary and one is geared, is one geared toward high school or just there's a secondary one.
Yeah.
And then there's
I'm running
open work.
Yeah. So I'm running the two kind of guided sessions, and they're going to be more focused on habits of work, but we can also look at other aspects of jump rope. But we know that inputting habits of work is that, there's a lot of questions and different ways it could be done. So to help understand the way that the new expectations for this year, how habits of work should look, I'm running those two sessions. If based on your up for learning, like let's say you're an elementary teacher, so you can't attend one or the other, it's okay to come to the other grade level one if you need to. The process is very similar. I'm just going to be using the language that's more specific for elementary work habits or secondary work habits. And then the expectation for teachers is also just a little different, but I can highlight that if there's anybody who has questions about that. And then I think, Corey, you're doing the open work session, right? So people can just ask questions. Oh, I guess she's
like, I'm not doing that session.
Yeah. So there's also an open work session. So for anybody who is has a bunch of stuff that they need to set up in jump rope or input or select standards, and you want to be able to work but have a coach handy to answer questions, that's the purpose of that session. So it's not a formal presentation, but it's a chance to log in, work on setting up or updating your jump rope gradebook, and have a coach right there to answer your questions. Yep. So, yeah.
There's also some reading and writing across the curriculum or in multiple content areas that's available as a live session. Some work with data. Al really doing a question and answer. What is data? Data is so important as it can really effectively inform our instruction and make huge changes. And that would be a great session to look at. We have stuff about phonemic awareness, SBAC interims, maps in the classroom, again with Al, I'm struggling to speak, adaptive tech with Patty Thomas. So a range of opportunities for those live sessions when you're not at something that is required.
Yeah, for anyone who attended Patty's Make and Take session last year, this is a rerun of that session because we know there were a lot of people who couldn't attend last time around but were interested. If that's a session that you want to attend, there is a pre-sign up for that you'll be getting. That way we can get the materials to your building in advance so that you can have them on hand to participate live with her as she walks you through how to make some cool stuff.
That sounds exciting.
It is. It's a cool session. I didn't get to go last year, but I did watch the recording. It's cool.
Patty sessions are always amazing.
Yep.
Lots of fun. Really good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and that, aside from the couple of special education sessions, the rest of them we're hoping we've got the recording set up properly this time. So we will have recordings of all of the other live sessions that are going to show up in the resources tab that Corey was talking about on the website. So if there's a session that you can't attend because it's only being offered once and it conflicts, you can always go find the recording later.
Perfect. All right. Did we miss anything? Anything else?
I think the other question that I've been getting is, where are we for this in-service? And we are still just in our buildings and accessing materials virtually like we had done in August.
So I will actually say, though, the people that are doing CPI will be in person and they will be notified about what building they're going to be in. And I think it's important for those people to plan on, I think we're looking at trying to schedule it at West Rutland, but that's not confirmed, that people attending CPI should plan on being in the West Rutland building all day long, just because the time won't allow you to travel from one building to another.
And if that's the case, I'm sure we can map out some spaces for them to work in.
Yep.
All right. If that is it, we are going to sign out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope this helps you to walk through the steps and plan out your time for a week from tomorrow. And we will see you soon for another episode of Coffee with Coaches. Bye, everyone.
Bye.